As budgets continue to be tightened for cities across Michigan, finding ways to join forces will be key for a successful future. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers, taping here at the North American International Auto Show. Joining me now is Dearborn Heights Mayor Dan Paletko. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
I wish I could ask you all about the auto show and your favorite type of powertrain and that type of thing, but instead we'll shift gears. See, I got that auto show reference in there for you.
Well, I'm glad you did, although I'm looking at a new Shelby GT500, so I'm anxious to see what the Ford exhibit looks like.
There you go. So all kinds of awesome stuff to see here, and awesome stuff to talk about as well when it comes to your city, Dearborn Heights, struggling just like all other municipalities across the state of Michigan right now with how to balance budgets, how to have enough tax revenue to do what you need to do. Is the key to all of that sharing services consolidation, or what is the key to running a balanced budget?
I think that's one very important element. It doesn't make a lot of sense in a highly urban area. Dearborn Heights sits right in the middle of western Wayne County. And to duplicate services, why should Garden City or Allen Park or Taylor or Dearborn Heights all have the exact same services? It only makes sense to do some consolidation. Let those communities that have the best state-of-the-art to deliver those services maybe provide those services to themselves and the surrounding communities. So we began to partner with some of our neighbors. And for instance, in the city of Dearborn, I use their information technology department, and it serves also as the information technology department in Dearborn Heights. And so we're able to reduce the overall cost rather than have two information technology departments. So we're getting better service, we're able to put more resources, and we're finding we're getting more and more into less paperless transactions, and we're saving a lot of money in order to do that.
Easier said than done, though, I would imagine, because by saving money, that means perhaps there are less people needed to do the same jobs, and folks maybe, and I have no idea what's going on in Dearborn Heights, but I would imagine arguing over who gets power, who gets to do what, and who gets to keep their jobs. How do you work through all of those challenges?
Well, one of the things that I think has worked very well is I have a good working relationship with the other mayors. And so one of the things that becomes very critical when you have these discussions is that I, as a mayor, or the other mayor, can't look at that kind of provincial type of situation. What makes the most sense for both communities. So sometimes you have to give up some of those powers of control over it, knowing that you still are contracting with them, so you have a certain amount of control. But in this day and age, especially in highly urban areas where the boundaries are somewhat artificial, and in my particular case, in my community, we're the remains of Dearborn Township. So I actually have 11 communities that my border touches. For me to just do everything by myself just does not make a whole lot of sense. However, we're the 18th largest city in Michigan, so we are a sizable city. And we have gone out to our neighbors and have looked at how we can do things together. We're in discussions right now with Garden City about putting the two fire departments together. And once again, we've already worked on who would be the fire chief, and now we're trying to look at some of the details. But that's another exciting way we're looking at accomplishing saving dollars and getting great services to our public.
All right, great to see our leaders working together, saving money and providing the best services for their constituents. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Dearborn Heights Mayor Dan Paletko.